some of you may already know, I made this YouTube channel in the first place after really going through my love of music in general and going through the whole Hallyu wave and the world of K-pop itself, and how I've been talking about how it's been able to console me in my darkest moments in life and even in my brightest moments in life. But I really wanted to let all of my emotions, clouded thoughts in the last several hours that I had just, rolling around in bed and being in denial, but also extremely, I would say, frustrated after seeing this fan cafe notice. Right, even before this, okay, before this, I saw Luna Press's tweet, ... I'm like, oh no, did it happen? And I go into the replies, and it happens to be, a fan cafe notice, a BlockBerry Creative expelling and removing Chuu from Luna. And as I was reading this, I was baffled, and I'm still baffled and truly upset to see the several of lines of text here in the notice here, especially here that reads, however, recently there have been reports of abuse of power, including verbal abuse by Chuu towards company staff. Investigation has confirmed the veracity of these reports. Company leadership is currently apologizing and offering consolation to the staff, and the company has decided to take responsibility by expelling Chuu from Luna. So you're telling me that the BlockBerry Creative is trying to slander. They literally slandered, I should say, Chuu in this post, but they're literally trying to flip the switch and draw and push away all that criticism that they've been getting with very, very good reasons and evidence and several different events that I'm going to have to cover in this video, a certain kind of timeline that I'm going to cover. And they're trying to shift all of that criticism and put it on Chuu of all people, someone who is selfless, who is caring, and it broke my heart, knowing how much Chuu has been through, but not only that, to see this of all things, the label themselves putting the blame, putting the slander on Chuu when they haven't been responsible. They've been honestly corrupt over the years and months and mistreating Luna as a whole and others as well. I just don't even know what to say anymore. So, with that being said, I would go as far as right here, this post in regards to Luna's agency losing a 3.5 billion Korean won lawsuit. And pretty much the TLDR with this one is that BlockBerry wasn't accountable, and they fell through with their contract regarding everyone being involved in this, right? And this is not a lump sum kind of money. This is a lot of money we're talking about. But not only that, later on, I remember seeing this post in regards to Far Young Kim, one of Luna's choreographers, stating on Instagram that BBC has not paid her for both Paint the Town and her work from 2020. So let me just go back from this. From the lawsuit, breach of contract, right? Goes to show you their accountability already then. And my immediate thought when this happened was like, they don't have the money to provide. And they are just gonna go through and, struggle. Loona's gonna struggle as a whole from this, most importantly. But then knowing people working in the industry who are very hardworking, not being paid for their work, being linked to this, it's so baffling. It's so annoying, right? And as of recently, of this year in 2022, the fact that one of the members, Yejin, confirmed that the earnings hasn't been distributed yet. Literally, right here. The fact that one of the members of LOONA, came through and said, hey, we're actually not getting paid. Wait, what? Even the members themselves, I could strongly assume and believe that there's a 99.9 or 100% probability that none of the members are getting paid to the full or haven't been paid at all. Which is ridiculous. Which is absolutely ridiculous. And staying on track here in regards to Chuu, as some may know, she has her channel for Chuu Can Do It, and all about spreading awareness about global warming. Yes, guys, it's real, but in today's video, I don't really want to branch out and talk about that as someone who comes from with an education of sustainability and business and all. But you can see, right, the numbers that she does. How important Chuu was to LOONA. Dare I say, she was the glue to LOONA, and she has the popularity and shown the kind of popularity where people got into the group, possibly became a fan because of her. And I really loved her intentions. It was nice to see her endorsements and all, spreading awareness about global warming and all. But the fact that we end up finding out that she's coming on a show here, Eunyoung's golden clinic, talking about stress-induced binge eating due to the nature of the content, translations attached in this image. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna link all of these links that I'm sharing with you guys today. But pretty much what I'm getting from this is that she, because of stress, because of being overworked and exploited by BBC, she ends up feeling exhausted, stressed, and even developing, right, a bad food habit, showing some symptoms of an eating food disorder. And time again, when we see idols in the K-pop industry coming through with unhealthy diets and bad eating disorders and mental health issues, it's extremely concerning, right? It goes to show you how BBC is accountable. They're not showing any accountability, and through her endorsements, through even the likes of, I'm pretty sure Chuu Can Do It, they made money off of her, and she hasn't gotten like a single penny from it. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, it led to this lawsuit, as some of you may already know. And in case you guys don't know what injunction is, pretty much what it says here, an injunction is a ruling made by a judge that will mandate an individual or entity to either start or stop a certain action. So later on, she ended up winning this lawsuit, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong. But she ended up winning this lawsuit, and in response, right, they honestly haven't supported her at all. As some of you fellow Orbits know, she came through with this post. I'm going to try as hard as I can for the people I care about. I'll do everything I can for Orbits and for the members, don't worry. I'm going to protect everything I want to protect to the best of my abilities, right? So, after this lawsuit, she found a way to be able to remain in Luna and to keep pushing and striving. And after all of this endurance and all, and remaining in Luna, even for her birthday, she continues to be mistreated, especially after the lawsuit. This is after the fact, right? Chuu prepared her birthday fan meet event with her own money. The label did not support, prepare for her birthday event, did not recognize, her birthday clearly by not providing an event, has not even also provided transportation of all things, as some may already know, to her side gigs, right? Like she has done even the likes of Chicken Maru, those kind of endorsements, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The fact that her own dad, her own father, drove her on her work days and all to do all this work. It hurts me. It hurts me, man. It just hurts me inside. And it's just so unbelievable how this label, this corrupt label, is still able to operate like this. And I feel like, honestly, what BBC's trying to do is they're putting the foot down, right? They're putting the foot down, throwing slander at Chuu, but trying to set an example like, hey, Luna, all the members, this is what it's gonna happen if you go your own separate way and do your own thing on the side. You're gonna end up, we're gonna end up kicking you out of the label. We're gonna end up firing you. I feel like this is not only, BBC being petty and 110% childish after losing that lawsuit against Chuu, but they're most certainly trying to send a horrible example by threatening, by putting fear for the other members and all, by kicking Chuu out from Luna. And everyone's not even coming out of the woodwork. These are people working in the industry, people who have worked with Chuu alongside Luna and know what it's like to work with Chuu. And this post from the Luna Press off of Twitter, shout out to them. Former scriptwriter had an IG story update where it translates power abuse. What? That's so funny. Chuu, even when she's having a hard time, she would worried that the other staff wouldn't get paid. I'm frustrated, so I said, care about yourself first. Literally, people are coming out a ton. It keeps adding up. It keeps adding up. The evidence is stacked against you, BBC. No one's believing you because there's people who've worked with her and literally saying, what is this nonsense? Why you have the audacity to throw this slander, to throw Chuu under the bus after so much work she has done for LOONA and for the label as a whole. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Even the likes of posting on DC Inside, it's gonna continue and go on. I'm that one person from the broadcast station, the one you know well, right? So painful to be coming back here for something like this. Working as an orbit at the broadcast station, I was quite proud. And like you all know, I make it obvious on my employee badge that I am an orbit. I just have a lot to want to say, so I'll go ahead. I first met the girls for Butterfly, and back then I saw them during the Butterfly rehearsal during some downtime before a filming and meeting with another artist. My only thought was, they have so many members, right? But at that moment, a single voice pierced out really deep into me. Please make us look pretty. Take good care of us, please. Such a bright and loud voice telling me, and that was Kim Ji-woo. See, even within this, a tweet right here, another orbit coming through and saying, not paying Chuu and overworking her was bad enough, but slandering her is really next level of pittiness, right? Like, BBC may just have made themselves look even more crappier than they already are. In just 7 hours, we have already have multiple people come out that have worked directly with Chuu, speaking up and like fighting for her. I don't know what to say anymore, guys. I honestly still believe that Chuu didn't do anything wrong, first of all. Second of all, if she were to actually, if she did actually end up having, a verbal attack, a fight towards one or a couple of staff members back and forth and all that stuff, usually it's better to do things behind doors and apologize and not go as far as kicking out Chuu or even saying this kind of stuff, right? And literally, also, third of all, there's no proof of this verbal abuse. The abuse of power has been shown today by me, and over time, the reputation that BBC has built up for themselves and are trying to hide things and continue to be very exploitive to the members and are honestly just been showing numerous accounts of abuse and mistreatment. So that's all I really wanted to share today. For those who are familiar with the channel but are not familiar with the situation and a sort of the small timeline that the label has done, the agency has done, or whatever, and the recent news of why LOONA's Chuu is out from LOONA now, of all things. Like, honestly, I thought the best case scenario, right, is that, the members go their own ways, Chuu goes their own ways, but they could still perform, do promotions together and all. And literally, I was saying earlier, Chuu was fighting for Orbits, was fighting for herself. Most importantly. And she shown a lot of resilience and fighting power throughout all of this. And yet, she gets thrown under the bus like this. I don't want to get too emotional about this, guys, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I really wanted to let out all my thoughts, and there was that one comment talking about, Garrison, just keep reacting, keep listening to music, reviewing music, keep listening to music, don't talk about this stuff. No, I will continue to say and fight for what is right. I not only love K-pop, but I support my favorites. There's a reason why I go against and talk so badly about the likes of Ryan Esjan on the channel from time to time, and say I have mixed feelings of him working with the likes of Oh My Girl as well. So I'm gonna keep on doing what's right. You guys should as well. We have a voice, and I feel like I have, regardless how small or big your platform may be, or if it's a social media or a YouTube account like me, I feel like I have the responsibility to come out and say my 2 cents, say what I really want to say and been wanting to say. And I couldn't do this for a long time for a lot of my favorites. But as some may know, even though Chuu may not be the bias, Chuu meant a lot for not only me, but every one of you guys out there. Fellow Orbits and all. I'm going to take a break from any LOONA content on this channel. I was going to do my album review. I was thinking about that a couple days ago. I scheduled it and all to catch up with LOONA. But I'm sorry. I need a quite the lengthy break. Same with Purple Kiss. Same that I did for the likes of Weekly and Fromis 9. It's just so upsetting that this continues to happen. I don't know what needs to be done, whether it's a change of labor standards, you know, a company to come through and set the standards from what is right and what is wrong, and really put these corrupt companies in their own place. And this is why I don't look up ever since, I would say, 2019. All right, realization and all, that you shouldn't be looking up to labels. You shouldn't be necessarily looking up to people, but more so of their actions. But in some particular cases, there are a few individuals and idols like Chuu that I truly look up to. Not only her, but what she has done. And I will never forget what she has done for LOONA and for all of us fans and Orbits, and for the industry, making the heart and all. So I really hope Chuu really strives on in life and is happy and is healthy eventually. I know how hard it can be mentally, physically, but I will never will relate to how much she's been through under BBC. She's been through too much. So I'm just sick and tired of seeing these things happen over and over again. Even Omega X. This is such a cruel, cold world, everyone. But this has been Garrison, as always, though. I don't know when I'm going to do my next LOONA-related video, but see you in the next video, whatever you decide to watch on this channel here. And peace.